I doing wrong here? Well, normally I'm the one that notices, to be fair. Right, cool. We're starting soon. I've got all the other crap off, and I will just turn off my media source.
operating on a frequency of 52 megacycles by authority of the Federal Communications Commission. A test program follows. To you who are trained technically, I need hardly say that there's still a number of problems to solve. I guess you know them as well as anybody knows them. But I think we've proceeded far enough to justify the statement, at least, that these technical problems are not insurmountable.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I've got my mic working straight away, which who'd have thought it? I could actually do it. Second of all, welcome to Code 7's. Code 6 end of draw session. It's great to have all you here, all 16 of you watching. There is no sound. Please tell me you are kidding when you say there is no sound. Never mind. Awesome. Even better. Please tell me that was a joke. I put 2 post-its out and everything. So, what we're doing today is we're going through the usual welcome stuff. We've got a few announcements to make. We've got some summaries of Code 6 so far. Then we are going to go through the current results of each of the group stages and show the top cut bracket, or the current playoffs and the top cut bracket. There will be a second and third cut bracket. I haven't had time to put them together yet. They will be put together tomorrow and put out tomorrow evening. I apologise, it's a little longer for those teams to come through. And there are some teams who may want to drop, and so that will just give their opponent a bye. But we'll keep this fun and friendly and open to as many people who want to continue as possible. The top cut has been done. The top cut will be live on CKM at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, though we will discuss it and show you it here on the stream tonight. I've just worked, so I've got those 2 stickers off my door that say well done and excellent. So let's take them off. Right. How is everyone? How's COVID? Great to see so many of you watching tonight. So, just want to pull up my notes. So, last week was a very, very important day. And I felt really bad for not mentioning it, because as soon as the stream ended, I remembered. Last week was the 1-year anniversary of the idea of KOTE coming to me at the Madrid Vault Tour. No, they weren't from my wife, Brett. The Madrid Vault Tour, for those of you who can remember that far back, is when we could get people from many locations together to go and play Keyforge and compete in competitions face to face without having to use the Crucible. It was awesome. We should have more of them as soon as the pandemic is over. And I went there and I, as usual, turned up, plucky, going, I'm going to get my ass kicked. First game I played, I was basically retaught the game. Second game I played, I was retaught the game again. 6 games later, I finally won a game. But during that time, I met the likes of Stuart, who is one of the figureheads from London Urchins. I met a load of Spanish and Italian players who I've since moved on from the game, or I've not come across them recently. And it was awesome. I had one game where my collector ate, I think it was 17 creatures. It was great fun. But more importantly, I started to see all these teams around. And this was just, and I mean, days after Team Exalted formed itself. And I went, why don't we do sort of team-on-team competitions? We've got enough people around, and so we actually arranged our first team-on-team event, though I was the only Exalted person there, to be played on the Crucible a couple of weeks later. And there was 5 of us from Team Exalted. Actually, I don't think I played, and 5 people from another team in the Canary Islands, who I haven't seen recently. I don't know if they're still playing the game. And Team Exalted won on a very close 3-2 outcome, and that was the birth of KOTE. And then we expanded it, and then we grew, and then we grew, and then COVID happened, so we grew again. And we are where we are now, and it's great to have so many people here together playing in their part of the world in a global tournament. And I really hope we can get more and more teams going forward, especially now we're doing the group stages where the time zones are similar, that it will encourage more and more people to come back. Thanks for the happy anniversary. Yeah, thank you, not tonight. And going forward, also, we will keep this format. So I've already said this briefly. We're going to keep the group stages. We've had 2 people who've come to me saying they missed playing against the wider audience. We've had a number of people playing. Everyone in our group is people we play with on a weekly basis anyway. Fair enough. So we are going to make the groups less strict. So currently we have a UK group, a French group, a Spanish and French group, even a Portuguese and German group. We will split Europe into multiple groups. And then so we can spread out the teams. So all the French teams won't be together. We'll try and spread out the English teams to give some more variety for KOTE 7. But we're going to keep the general format we have. And the reasons I know this format is better is for a number of reasons. One team has dropped. And they dropped because they weren't very happy with their results and said, let's move on and do better things. The second reason I know this format is successful. We've had 0 drama. Now, please bear back and remember KOTE 5. We had significant drama. But we've had 0, and it's made it a lot more boring for me. But thank you. It's been a lot better, though, too. And we're pushing forward with KOTE 7 now. This is our 7th big event we've published. It's going to start on the 16th of November. We're still refining how we're going to do the group stages, so there may be more rounds in the group stages and not just be a Swiss. Depends on how many teams sign up. If we've got a few ideas, we need to look at numbers for sign up before we commit to anything now. Sign up will open from tomorrow. But don't worry, because I know no one will sign up until the 15th of November like last time. But sign up will open for tomorrow, and we'll be pushing it every week going forward. You love boring. Jupiter, from an organizer, I see why. And the format, we've got the video being played. Essentially, your team is going to come together with 5 decks, and each player will have their own unique ordering of which deck they will play next if they're knocked out. And we'll see what happens. Any questions on the format, please bring them up in the Discord. Brett will be there to answer it. I will do my best. And then we'll see where we're going. So, that's all from my notes. You have sanity? Yeah, some days. I have 2 kids and a job. Also, I had tea. I am British. We have a great article from Can't Touch This Teams. I think Keyforge Alchemist put this together. I can't remember if it's just him or his whole team. He's going to drop a link to that in the chat now. That will be live nowish. I know he's listening. There we go. Thank you, Brett, for dropping it in. Hopefully it's been made available. This is a description of the format and also their team's advice on how you pick your decks for this format. Please go, take a read. You'll find it hopefully enlightening and interesting. Sorry, I have got a nasty cough of kids going back to school. The flu's going around again. So, next we have... we are trying to get more and more content here. Not just Keyforge content, but content from other places as well. And this is a non-Keyforge topic for a second, but I've got a friend who's working on her 2nd or 3rd Kickstarter. And so we're going to take a short intermission to play the video introducing her game. We are going to put the link down in the chat, as Brett has. And then after that, we're going to play the video, and after that, we're going to go straight into results, and then into the final, what the top draw will be. So, if I press the right button now, this will play, he says.
Meet Micro and Chip. Back in the 80s, they were pretty cool, brand new, and exciting to their tech nerd fans. But like many retro items, they now find themselves in a dusty old box. Now they just play games and entertain each other. They'd love to play their favourite game with you, Mini Memory Mischief. They play using their own memory stacks. They're trying to get letters in alphabetical order using push and pop operators. They can also use peek to see what their opponent is hiding. But some crazy games designer has included a mischief operator. Using this, they can mess with each other's stacks. They have dice and action tokens to determine their actions each turn, and they use their own buffers to store a dice action for later use, all in an effort to be crowned the winner. Find Micro and Chip in their tiny mint tin home and play Mini Memory Mischief with them time and time again. Thank you for watching.
Okay, post note when changing the scene, put the mic back on. Apologies, everyone. So that was Mini Memory Mischief. Made by a dear friend of mine, Nikita. She's local to me. This is her second Kickstarter game. First one delivered within 31 hours of arriving in her hands. She's producing most of this herself, so she's kept her costs down. It's £8 a game. Less than a Keyforge deck, so it's about $10. So similar to a Keyforge deck. And that includes UK shipping at least. Go have a play. The article is now live, I've just been told. So, let's now move on to why we have 18 people watching us, which is scary in its own right. We're going to jump to Sorry. Right, this is going to be painful the next few minutes. I've remembered to re-enable audio each time. So, this is the results. We're going to go through each of the group stages. So, first of all, House Dis. Can't touch Dis. The Urchins, we just saw their gameplay, have gone straight through to the first round of the top 16. Hamburg Atlanteans Ron and Restikoi go through to the playoffs. And Manchester Mavericks B, who we just saw lose to Can't Touch This, the Urchins, miss out by 1 key. And we have said all along, keys matters, guys. Keys is one of the deciding factors. Here is proof that unfortunately Manchester Mavericks B, who I believe was second in their group until the last round, have been knocked down to 4th because of keys. By 1 key. Then we have Team Row coming 5th, London Urchins coming 6th, Brain Games LV coming 7th from Latvia, SCS Sharks. Then Team Exalted A, well done guys, step up from last time. And then we go down to Portuguese Generosity, and who are new members this time, and Smojo Electricity, who I think they made the top few last time. So that's our first few guys coming through. We'll now move on to Logos. Now, Logos is the AP group, or the Asia Pacific group. So, why is it not showing the Logos team? This is the French group where everyone said, we already know each other. We'll come back to Logos in a minute because that team's not rendering correctly. But the French group, this is very much a friendly group, but half the teams already knew each other. So we have, in last place, L'Ambrette Hombres with 1 match win, 4 game wins, and 21 keys. We have Manchester Mavericks D. Obviously, this is the French group. They've got the Manchester Mavericks have flowed out to multiple groups. Barcelona Mammoets versus Beerforge came in next. The Forest Defenders just pipped them by 1 game. And then we have 4 teams on 2 wins in 6 games, which is Keyforge Granada with 27 keys, Seeker Noodles with 26 keys, Baguette and Switch with 25 keys, and Moonkeys with 24 keys. Let's just look at that. We have 4 teams that are all within 1, that have a gap of 1 key between them. And then finally qualifying to the next stage in the Top Cut is the French Keys and go straight through to the Top Cut, and the Starship Looters and Les Poires will go through. Remember guys, if you came 5th or 6th, you will have your own playoff for the 2nd cut, 7th or 8th for the 3rd cut, 9th and 10th, and so on. And so we will be having multiple cuts coming through until we run out of players. And they will hopefully be announced in about 24 hours time. Only it took long enough to get the first one in place, ready. So now let me mute myself again by changing the scene. Oh, I didn't mute myself that time. Awesome. So now we come on to Untamed. This is an American group, I'm hoping, where we have Control the Leak dominating with 4 match wins. So they're undefeated with 9 games. So they lost 3 games of their time, totaling 32 keys, which is pretty impressive. Then in second, we have Gaming Gear Birmingham with 3 match wins, 8 game wins and 31 keys. And 2 keys behind, we have Sloppy Labrock USA, our previous champions. So great to see they made the top playoffs again. Then we have the Tubular Time Hogs, not quite getting it, though having more keys than Sloppy Wabwork, 1 game less. Rocket Boots S, again, always a high finisher, but never quite making it to the top. Niffle Disobedience. Team Wormhole Technician, one of the 3 Team Wormholes, 2 of which are in the same team. Team Weekend, Jabbergrammer, The Final Swindle, and the Wookalars. I'm not mute, awesome. Now we move on to Sanctum. So New York City here dominated with their 4 match wins, 9 game wins, 28 keys. Sanctimonious were 3, 8, 29. And they were equal with Repout. Now, this is a mistake because this is a change that happened after this was produced. Repout actually got 9 wins. The last result came in at the last minute. So Repout are 2nd. Sanctimonious are 3rd. This data is reflected in the in the brackets, and I'll show it there. But so will be updated on the website as soon as this video is finished. Team Saz LP came 4th, unfortunately, with ABR Smoky Bears. They came with 2-7-27 and OG Midwest Mavericks on 2-7-25. Final Swindle Alpha 1-5-23. Baywitch 1-4-25. Team Wormhole Bot Booten 1-4-22. And the Unicorn Squad, unfortunately, at the bottom with 0-1-13. But there has to be someone. Next, we move on to Sarion. Just bouncing back for a second. Here we see Hamburg Atlanteans 2 dominated with 4-11-33, only actually losing 1 game and a total of, I think, 3 keys out the entire tournament. And then we have Can't Touch This the Wolves on 3-9-33. No Fans in Austria 1, 3-9-32. And an interesting fact, Hamburg Atlanteans 2 go straight to the top cut. But Hamburg Atlanteans 1 are actually in the playoffs. They didn't make it through. No Fangs in Austria 1 don't make it through to the top cut. Can you guess where No Fangs in Austria 2 ended up? But then we have Auto Cannons on 3-8-29, Bootcamp Mets on 2-6-27, Soul Snatchers on 2-6-26, Not Finished With Your Mum on 2-6-26, Furry Muscles on 2-6-22, Manchester Maverick C on 1-4-23, Trailer Park Boys on 1-3-20, and Celafamo, who decided to drop on 0-0-14. Now we move on to Shadows. No, I'm not. I don't think I was muted, Jupiter, but apologies if I was. So, on Shadows, Can't Touch This, the Purgers, the Polish team win the UK on 3-9-33. Manchester Mavericks A go through 2nd on 3-9-29. And on Team Exalted Boarding Edition, and I know 2 of the mods have been hassling me since yesterday on did they make it through or not, who are part of Team Exalted Boarding Edition. Finally, Team Exalted have a team that's got to the playoffs before the top cut. Now, guys, come on. We're not going to let you win, but go and represent Team Exalted and get up there. Get our name up there. no preference to show to any team. SES Steelers on 3/6/27, BBB on 2/6/26, Team Archimedes winners of KOTE 1 on 2/5/25, London Urchins Imperial Traders 1/5/23, Street Bomb. Did I say that right, guys? 1/4/23. Nottingham Acknowledges on 1/4/20, and Bootcamp X Team 2 on 1/4/20. Now we have Star Alliance. Star Alliance is the international and others team. So if you're a part of a team with more than one nation, we put you in here. If you're a part of Canada, we put you on here. And if you're a part of Argentina, we put you in here. And if you're an overflow team from the USA, you get put in here. So Ganymede Archivists 4/8/30 go straight through to the top 16. No Canafans in Austria UA2, they go into the playoffs, but into the higher side of the playoffs. And Coast to Coast come in next in the next side of the playoffs. The Midwest Maverick 2/7/30, Grand Earth Alliance 2/7/30, CR7 Ghost Sorts 2/7/28, Allied Archons UA 2/6/21. Tomatillos 1/5/27. Awesome name. Now I know it. You're going to change it. La Forge Latina 1/2/19 and Ocadificado 0/2/19. So, and I believe that is all of them apart from Logos, which means I won't show that one just yet. So let me just sneakily go to my super secret list of teams. So this is the top cut, but before we go there, let me just pull up the Logos team. This is the Logos draw, which I couldn't show because for some reason the image was set up to be wrong. But the winners of the Logos is Team Hong Kong Mavericks. Team Mavericks is the only team I think we have that's won multiple events. They take the winner's place, with Team Fat Boys Hong Kong coming in second, and Team Lab Work coming in third, just pipping Hypno Keyfrogs from Singapore and the UK. Team Sloppy Lab Work then comes in on 1/4/20, Team Wormhole 1/4/17, GFC 03 1/2/15, and Skippy Time Ruse, who are the other Australian team with GFC 03 as 03/19. Great to see you all, guys. Hopefully you'll stay around for the cuts, even if you don't make the top one. So, this is the top cut. Now, bearing in mind, I can't see what anyone's saying on Twitch right now because it's on the wrong screen, so let me move it. So, Brett, if you're going to swear, please swear as your account, not the KOTE account. He's a little bit bitter. So, this is the brackets that we have. So, if you got the automatic victory, so if you came first in your group, you will start with a bye. Otherwise, you're playing another team from a different group. And this should have been constructed in such a way that if you won your group, you will not meet a second or third place player from your group until the final. If you came second in your group, you should not meet a second place. You should not be a third place player from your group until the semi-finals. So we tried to split this out as much as possible, and this is why it's been a long weekend, because the library I found didn't work. So round one is coming up this week. So if you're a top team, you get the round off. But we have Gaming Gear Berlin versus Sloppy Labwork USA, both good US teams. No Can I Fancy in Austria 2 versus Coast to Coast. I have a bad feeling that's already wrong, because I think they're in the same group. Am I now? Can't Touch This versus... Yeah, no, that's correct, because No Can I Fancy... Can't Touch This versus No Can I Fancy in Austria UA1. We're in the same group. For Pete's sake. This is... I think Google Sheets has nicely reordered stuff again. So this will be finalised in about half an hour. But the point is that split should both be there, but it seems that Google Sheets has nicely merged everyone into the same group. So this will take 30 seconds to fix. Give me a second to see if I can do this. We are going to move to a database one day and not a spreadsheet. And I will now entertain everyone for 1 minute while we wait for Google's caching routine to say. So the point here of the brackets is this is going to be the top tier brackets, and this will be corrected hopefully in about 45 seconds. And then we'll come through and we will have a second, third, fourth, and fifth cut bracket if teams would like to continue. If a team would like to drop, just let me know. I will mark you as dropped. But for those who want to keep playing, even if they're not in the top cut, this is an opportunity open to them. The reason we put this in this time is because many teams have asked me or stated that it's a shame they don't have anything to do in that gap between events. But at the same time, many teams are quite glad for the breaks. So we're waiting to see. Can we make it see what exactly is looking at? And I will get all these cuts onto the website in the next couple of days. Hopefully all tomorrow, at least announced into Discord tomorrow so people can get started while we wait for them to go on to CKM. Now, did my cunning plan work? Not yet. So I'm going to have to go through and fix this, but that is the objective we have, is 3 and 4 should not be next to each other. I need to find out why that is happening, because this went fine 2 hours ago. So with that, I'm going to end the stream today so I can go and fix this. If you have